So I think that selling it would be illegal unless you put it in a box. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform that is here to help you stand out and thrive online. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and back to... You know what? No. Welcome fresh and new to spring 2025 advent calendar season. We're just gonna rename it. We started this new fresh advent season with an actual true real spring advent calendar, so now just pretend in your mind that all of these are also for spring. They're not though, but just forget that part. Today we're going to be doing the Ulta, what is this? This is the Joy in Beauty advent calendar, only at Ulta, only at Target. Now I do have a couple more Target advent calendars. Where are they? Back here. I bought all of these obviously months ago in the before times. So we'll be doing those later. But today we just have the Ulta version of the Target advent calendar. This was a $45 advent calendar with a $133 value. It says there are 12 items in it and one bonus item. On the website it has a 4.0 star rating with 24 reviews, so that's not too terrible. $45 for $133 in value also isn't too shabby. I was gonna say I'm excited to get into this for the very first time, but if you might notice, there's a little flap down. But just one flap here on day number one. See, the thing is, I did start filming this video the other day, and then I got up to go make dinner, and then I forgot I was filming it for like multiple days. And then I came back today because I finally had time to film some stuff, and I was making space on my memory card of my camera, and I just deleted the first thing I saw, which was the beginning of this advent calendar. So day number one might be a little bit spoiled for me at least, but maybe not you, unless you can see what's behind the flap. All right, let's begin here with the day number one. Big drum roll for the surprise, please. I tickled my lips. Day number one. We have the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics. I don't know if this is a full size just yet. I didn't see anything about a breakdown between like full size, sample sizes, travel sizes, whatever. It would be really nice if this was full size. 24-hour staying power, flake free, quick to dry, easy to apply. This is an invisible shaping and setting gel that holds brow hairs in place and locks in your look. Just by like looking at the packaging, I'm gonna assume this is some type of like maybe a travel size. I think it looks a little bit bigger than a standard sample, but perhaps a travel size. Okay, it's definitely not a full size, and I don't think it's a mini either, because the mini has like the shiny packaging that Benefit has, and this is like a nice, just more muted gray. The full size is 0.23 fluid ounces and $27, and then the mini size is not 11 ounces, that would be a lot more. 0.11 fluid ounces, and it's $16. So a little bit more expensive per, part of an ounce. When you get the mini size, that's typically how things go. You get a little bit more of a discount the larger size you buy. But this little guy here is 0.06 fluid ounces. So just a little over half of the mini size. I'm not 100% positive though if this is some type of something that they actually sell on like a travel size. All right, this is looking like this is just a sample here. The only place I can find it for sale is eBay for $6.50. Yeah, I unfortunately can't find this size anywhere that's actually for sale from like a retailer, not in any like little kits or sets or anything. So I'm assuming this is like, for a gift with purchase, a sample. The box got me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, it came in a box. Must be a full size. Nope. Alrighty, day number two is over here. Let's see what we got. Oh, Kate Spade. Oh, perhaps another free sample. It sure looks like it. Well, it could be the tiniest, slightest bit bigger than your standard free sample. Next up, we have a little spritzy bottle here of the Kate Spade New York Eau de Parfum. This is these two things have something in common. They are both 0.06 fluid ounces or 2 milliliters. I did say, oh, maybe it's a little bit bigger than your standard free sample, but I think I might be incorrect about that. This looks fairly standard as like, you purchase something, get free thing, free sample. Oh, okay. Excited one second and then less excited the next. But it says sparkling, joyful, sensual, and feminine. The Kate Spade New York fragrance is a bright, colorful blend of fruits and flowers, including wild strawberry, exciting, and rose essence, along with alluring hints of ambrox and cashmeron. cashmere, not cashmere, cashmere. Interesting. Let's give her a little sniff. No, I don't like that. Oh, no, I don't like that. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. I do think the description is very, like, spot on. It does smell very, like, sparkling, bright, light, effervescent. It does also smell like roses, quite a bit. A lot of florals in there, but I can pick up a little bit of that maybe sweet, juicy strawberry they were talking about. It wouldn't be my favorite. Should I go ahead and just try it on the skin? Everything smells so different. It's really hard to judge a fragrance like just on a piece of paper. Yeah, okay. There's actually a bit more warmth coming through when it's on the skin. On the paper, like I said, it was like, I don't know, yeah, the smell of champagne bubbles or something on the skin. There's definitely a bit more like warm, kind of cozy vibe about it. It's still, unfortunately, not quite my favorite. Yeah, there you go. Little sample. We got 2 little samples so far. Let me see. I got some stuff in here that's not a little sample. Moving along to day number 3. Ouch. We have a Tula Skincare The Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. It says, get ready for a good skin day every day. This cult favorite refreshing gel cleanser removes dirt, impurities, and makeup without stripping or over drying. Prebiotics, probiotics, and turmeric. The train. The train runs closer to our house than I believe we initially thought it did upon purchasing it. It's kind of close. All those ingredients are supposed to leave the skin purified, soft, and balanced. I'm sure that's lovely. Definitely not thinking we have a full size here either, but it looks a little bit larger than your standard, like, you know, like sample bottle that's like this big. So that's something. It's a full 1 ounce. That's good. Okay, on the Tula website, they do have a little squeezy bottle on here that's typically $14, but it's on sale for $11. Is this that bottle? No. Okie dokie. So the travel size bottle on the Tula website is 1.67 fluid ounces. This is only 1 ounce, so we're missing that 0.67, which is, that's like 2/3 more than what we have here. So I'm assuming that this is actually a sample. I mean, maybe at some point this was made for a little bundle of minis or some type of kit or set. But it doesn't appear to be something that you can buy like actually from a retailer, at least from Tula. They do have other sizes available. So they have a regular 4.2 fluid ounce for $24. They have a super size for $34, and then a jumbo wumbo wing. The jumbo one is $54, but this little feller here does seem to appear to be yet another sample. All right, 4 is a skinny little guy. This could be a nice door for some type of lip product, like maybe a full size one, like a real full lip product. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, we're just the smallest, tiniest. Hold on. We're just the smallest little thing of Grande Lash. So this is a very tiny little guy, but I'm wondering, I think they offer like a 1 month and a 3 month. I'm wondering if this is a 1 month version of it at least, because I know the 3 month is like $60 something, so this could hold a little bit of value to it, because so far I'm not finding the value very easily, to be fully honest. We're still only a couple days into this though. They could surprise us with something magnificent, but this could have a little bit of value to it if it is a full like 1 month serum. Man, 1 full month of like actual treatment. Okay, so it appears that there is a 1 milliliter, 2 milliliter, and 4 milliliter version of the Grande Lash. The 1 milliliter is $36, so it's like, well, if this is 1 milliliter or like 1 month's worth of use, then $36 that could be contributed to the value of the advent calendar. But this isn't even a full milliliter. This is 0.7. We're missing like 0.3. I feel like we've had this discussion about this exact product before, because so visible results in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. This won't even get you there. This won't even take you all the way to 4 weeks. You're missing 0.3 to even get the 1 month like serum benefits of it. So how would you even know? How would you even know if you're gonna see any benefits when they don't give you enough to like get you there? And it's not like if they were to give you a full 4 weeks of this and you got results from that, they could just be like, oh, I'm done, never purchasing this again. You have to keep it up. You have to keep purchasing it to be able to keep your progress and the growth of your lashes. So like you would think for their sample, they would give you enough to at least see if it's gonna work. Because if you use this for 3 weeks or however long it will last you and you don't see any results, you'll be like, ah. Oh, Oh, it came back like a boomerang. I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have thrown it. It came right back. Anyway, you could just think, doesn't work, not seeing any results. If you do get to that 4-week mark and you see some results, then you're like, oh, this one little bottle actually worked. I should probably buy more or else my lashes are gonna fall out. So I don't like really get the point of it. Maybe they're just thinking like, oh, people will use this for a few weeks and be like, daggone it, I need to get to at least 4 to 6 weeks to see if it's gonna work. Let me go ahead and buy another $36 bottle or like a larger $68 bottle. Maybe that's what they're going for, but like, come on. You're gonna give us something that's not even gonna be effective like with the amount that you've provided? That's the most ranty I've been in a minute. That's the most ranty I've been in a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and move on here. Day number 5. Potentially a great possibility for some type of something that isn't a sample. Ooh, 50. Is this actually gonna be a full thing? Perhaps not, but we'll check and see. Next up we have a Fenty Gloss Bomb. This is a universal lip luminizer in the shade Fenty Glow. That's not what I was anticipating at all. It doesn't look a daggone thing like this little swatch on the cardboard. Those are entirely different colors. I absolutely thought that this was gonna be more of like a mauvey purple, but it's like a warm toned peach orange. I'm not finding any little minis that look like this, which is honestly making me wonder a little bit if this is old packaging. Oh, okay. Well, I did find one. I did find one that the packaging looks very similar on the Fenty Beauty website. It is a Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer Deluxe Sample, $1.50 USD, but it also says it's a free gift with purchase. So yeah, what we're looking at here is yet another sample. Another one. They do have universal lip luminizers that are the large size, $22, and it looks like the mini versions are $15. The mini comes with 0.18 fluid ounces and this one comes with 0.07 fluid ounces. So less than half, with less than half of the actual mini. So, you know, again, we're looking at maybe like $5 worth of product, even though Fenty's website said it's worth $1.50. Or just buy something and we'll give it to you for free. I'm very interested in seeing if there's a batch code on this that I could look up. There is a batch code. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, not as old as I was anticipating, but it is 1 year, 11 months, and 25 days. So it's right there at the 2-year mark. This was made in 2023, May of 2023. So yeah, we are right on 2 years with this little guy. Typically with cosmetic products that are more liquid like this, not powder products, they tend to be good for around 3 years. Now that's not after you open them, that's like from production date. Things after 3 years can start to go bad, they can start going rancid, and because there is moisture in them, they can grow like bacteria and stuff like that. We still have like a year before it's kind of like, maybe that's not the best thing to put on your lips, but I would say this is probably old stock they're trying to get rid of. Smells nice though. That's like a candy scent. Oh, I like that. Okay. Just a very light amount of color, but it does add a little bit of warmth to the lips. At first I thought it might be too like malfunctioning. Peach or orange, peachy orange. But I do think it actually just kind of works to help warm up a lip color. And I'm sure if you were just to apply this to like bare lips, it would be the slightest little hint of warmth. It feels really nice. It's kind of a thick gloss. Yeah, I like it. I just wish a little bit that it was actually not a sample for once. Supposedly there is a $133 value to this calendar. Not finding it quite yet, but let's move on. Before I move on, I'd love to tell you all about today's sponsor, Squarespace. As you guys know, I have been working with and using Squarespace for years now, and I absolutely love and recommend the platform. I personally use it for my 2 retail businesses and also for YouTube. Even if you don't have like a dedicated business or anything, but you're just wanting like an online presence, it's super fun to make your own website. Plus, it's just so super simple to use, and if you are a business owner, a content creator, or just looking to like expand your presence online, Squarespace is a great way to grow and promote your business and your passions. Squarespace offers so many cool and useful features, like their collection of cutting-edge design tools that allow you to create a unique online presence that perfectly fits your brand or your business. The Blueprint AI website builder will help you build a fully custom website in just a few steps. You just enter in some basic information about your business goals and personality, and Squarespace will generate premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. Squarespace also offers a huge library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates for you to personalize. They make it so simple to create an eye-catching, bespoke website with absolutely absolutely no experience required. Also, since your unique custom site needs an equally unique name, Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair price with no hidden fees. And if you're looking to sell online, whether you offer products or services, Squarespace has everything you need to grow your business and get paid all in one place. They offer easy online payments and built-in tools for inventory, shipping, and fulfillment, so you can simplify your workflow and give customers a seamless shopping experience. So if you're looking to build your brand, grow your business, and succeed online, Squarespace has you covered. So check out squarespace.com/AlexandriaRyan for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, use code AlexandriaRyan to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And just thank you so very much again to Squarespace for your continued support of the channel. It really means the absolute world to me. Oh, look at this, day number 6. That's a pretty sizable door. You could have something very nice and sizable in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, not full size, but at least according to the label here, this is actually a mini size. So perhaps it's something you could actually, like, you know, physically purchase and Mac sells for money and doesn't go away for free as promotion and then writes it off as a tax write-off. Did I say Mac? Morphe. This is from Morphe. It is a mini continuous prep and set mist, supercharged with ceramides and antioxidants. I don't think I've ever tried this one before. That's a nice mister. It smells nice. Oh, this is like sunscreen. On here they say that their cult favorite micro mist gets amped up with ceramides known to hydrate, nourish, and strengthen the skin's barrier, electrolytes to help enhance moisture for a healthy glow, and antioxidants known for boosting elasticity. So that's fun. According to the Ulta Beauty website, this is a $14 little product. So there we go. We actually have some real, true, honest to goodness value. $14. Now I will add up like the perceived value of all the samples as well to include that into the price, but maybe we'll do like the value including the samples and then the value not including the samples and just see what it is. See what the difference is. I bet there is going to be one. I bet there's going to be a large gap. Day number 7, right here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Too Faced. Ooh, okay. It's one of the lip plumper things. Some of these burn real bad. And this one is the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump, so I guess this one's gonna be extra stingy. That's good. You may experience a slight to intense tingle. Keep away from children. You don't say. Oh, it's a little feller too. A very pretty pink shade. It's really pretty in there. This obviously, you know, it'll just be kind of clear on your lips, but it has like this kind of fuchsia pink blue shift. It's actually, that's real cute. All right, I guess we'll do it. We'll see how much we can burn my lips off. And I child food calf. What the heck? My grandma will be yelling at me so much right now. It smells terrible. Look, it smells like it's gonna burn. It's been a long time since I've used a lip injection from Too Faced, so I can't remember if this is one of the really stingy ones or not. Okay, a slight itty bitty tingle right now, nothing too crazy, so we'll see if we get any plumping action happening. My mouth is watering. As the immediate reaction is that my tongue is salivating. Okay, so the full size version of the lip plump is $33. They do make a travel size version of it that's $18 on sale for $12.60 right now at Target. No, it's not even the travel size. Travel size is 0.10 fluid ounces. This is 0.05. It is half the travel size. So like $7 worth of product. I feel like I'm having a hard time talking. I think I can feel my heartbeat in my lips. I can't find this size available for purchase anywhere, so again, I'm gonna have to assume that this is a deluxe sample size, something again that would be free with purchase. I can't find a set or anything that came with something this small. We'll add that to the free can't even talk. We'll add that to the free sample pile. Oh! And they do look plump. There's so much color to them, and there's also so much saliva in my mouth. I wish that wasn't a side effect. Like, if it's not even just this, if I smell like a strong cinnamon gum, immediately I'm drooling like a basset hound. The salivary glands are just going nuts. Ooh, okay, day number 8 here in the center. A big door, nice and mainly golden. This could be exciting. Day number 8. Well, I think we found the bonus day. I think we found it. Who would have thought that the bonus that they were so proudly advertising would be, well, I don't know which one they're counting as the bonus, but both of them are Clinique samples. These are absolutely samples. We have a little Clinique fragrance here, Clinique Happy, or we have a Clinique Moisture Surge 100 hours. Both in the smallest possible container that you can get. Oh, I almost forgot. One of our favorite phrases to see in advent calendars, we have not for individual sale, not for individual sale, sample, not for individual sale, and then of course just straight up sample, not for sale. So, you know, the phrases there, the well-known phrases of advent calendars, the indications that these items are indeed not for sale, that they're samples. All right, so we have a little bit of Clinique Happy here. This is not for individual sale. I guess technically that means that it could be sold together in some type of set. But just taking a peek at it, taking a small gander, will let anybody know that this is like the most sample of sample. Oh, that's a very, very bright scent. It does smell like a happy scent. It's very bright, kind of invigorating. I feel like there's lots of flowers in there. Not sure specifically which ones, but it smells very florally, maybe a little bit of citrus. I think it's a nice, very kind of summertimey, happy smelling scent. Maybe not my personal favorite, but it smells okay. Which brings us to our second item here. Like I said, I don't know which one is the bonus. Either way. However, this 100-hour Moisture Surge Hydrator from Clinique, I hear it's really nice. Oh, look at that little fella. Look how little he is. Oh, just so tiny. My heavens, if you handed me this in an empty bottle of the same size, I don't think I could tell the difference. Light as a feather. Is there anything actually in here? Well, there's supposed to be 0.17 fluid ounces of product in here. All right, I doled it out into this little spoon here for wax melts. It looks like you might get maybe a fourth of a teaspoon, really a fourth teaspoon of product inside of here, but I'm sure it's really nice. It does feel very, very hydrating, and honestly, that little dip of my finger into it, I could cover the entire back of my hand with it, so that has to be like at least 4 to 5 finger dips. Let's see if I can suck it back up into the bottle. Kinda. Oh, wow. Okay, 9 is just very small, very tiny. Wonder what it could be. Oh, what a surprise. I don't want to let you lose it. It's so tiny, I'll probably never find it again. Yet another tiny, itty bitty sample of perfume. This time it is Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla. I'm sure it smells really nice. I love a vanilla scent. It's just, my heavens, it's so small. They could have at least done, I'm a huge fan of the little tiny bottles that look like the itty bitty versions of the big size. I think they're precious. I think they're so cute. Do you barely get anything in them also? You mean, yeah, they're not a lot of product, but at least they're daggone cute. So if all of these were just small versions of the larger perfumes, I'd be like, oh, that's adorable. But now I'm just like, it's pretty. It smells really pretty. There's definitely like a vanilla to it. I standardly go for like a more warm, gourmand, like baked good vanilla. That's my favorite. Or something a little bit like spicy. There's almost kind of like a floralness to it as well. Like a slight coconut. What an interesting perfume bottle. Okay. It looks like a... Has anybody ever gone to like a job fair in high school in like the 2010s? And they've given you like an interestingly shaped highlighter, a little marker to highlight your stuff with as a, you know, promotional item for their business. I don't know why that's my first thought, but it is. Okay, no coconut in here. It says it has pink freesia, juicy plum, creamy musk skirt. Not musk, but musk. Sir. Middle notes are orris butter, white praline, jasmine petals, and then the base notes are vanilla absolute and cocoa butter. So it's a really interesting scent. Not a standard vanilla that I would typically go for, but I like it. I think it's pretty. And number 10 over here, also looking fairly small. Let's see what we got. Hello, old friend. This is something that we received back in the day in like every single subscription box that we ever got. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Original Primer. Again, in just the smallest physical bottle you can put it in. So far, again, we're on day number 10, 2 days left to go, and we don't have a single full-size item. We do have one mini. I do know that this was only a $45 advent calendar, but that's still $45. And they promised a $133 value, and I don't know where they're getting that, but maybe it's in here. Let's go ahead and see. Day number 11. That's okay. This is a bit of a larger size door. We could be onto something. I'm just gonna go ahead and say if it comes in like a little cardboard sachet like this, it's a sample. It's a sample. There might be some few exceptions, but there's definitely not an exception when on the back it says in plain and simple English, sample, not for retail sale. So right there tells us everything we need to know. Sample. What is this though? Mario Badescu Vitamin C Serum. Okay. Usually when we get anything from this brand, it's always the misty stuff. It's interesting that they selected a clear glass bottle for vitamin C serum. Usually vitamin C needs to be kind of blocked from the light. They standardly will come in like a darker bottle, a dark amber bottle, you know, something like this to kind of block the light. But maybe just because it's a tiny sample and they figure, oh, there's enough in here to last you like 3 days, so you'll get through it quickly and you don't even have to worry about the light getting to it. So maybe the larger size has a nice dark bottle. Okay, yeah. The actual full size of it is like a green glass bottle. That helps a little bit. I guess they're just truly and honestly not concerned about the light reaching this because a literal free sample. The full size of our free sample here is $45. Right now it's on sale at Kohl's for $31.50. You get 1 ounce of it. This is 0.14 fluid ounces, so a little bit less than an ounce. Also on this directly it says not for sale. So how you can attribute value to this? I don't know, but it appears that Ulta has. It appears that Ulta at Target has. Okay, all right. Well, that brings us to the final day of the advent calendar, day number 12. We've already gotten our exciting bonus item, and we've gone through many and multiple samples. I had not even the slightest inkling where $133 of value is going to somehow emerge from this advent calendar unless there's like a $100 bill on day number 12 here. I don't think we've hit the mark, but we'll see. Let's see what day number 12 is. All right, okay. A little bit of a larger door here, a nice large section. Hopefully it's something really good to make up for the rest. 12? What is it? Is it nice? You tell me. I'm nervous. Oh, is it? Oh. All right, well, we have something from MAC in here. That's nice. MAC's a very well-known brand. This is the MAC Stack Mascara. And when I first saw this packaging, I was like, oh my gosh, a full-size mascara. Lovely. It's a full-size item, probably in like the $20-ish range, so that's something. But I do believe it's like a travel size version. I have tried this mascara before, and I think it's fine. It doesn't have my favorite type of bristles to it. It has the very like stabby little silicone-y bristles. They say it has a super stack mega brush, and it's supposed to give you big old thick juicy lashes. I don't think it says that. What does it say? Gravity defying volume, lift, and length. Not for sale. Okay, not even, nope. It's not even like the travel size version of it. This is not something that you can purchase. This is yet another not for sale promotional item. Says right there on the back. It doesn't say not for individual sale, anything like that. It just straight out says not for sale, not for sale. So MAC itself didn't even apply a value to this because it's something that's not to be sold unless you stick it inside an advent calendar and then you are exchanging it for money and therefore selling it, but you can get away with it somehow. The full size of the MAC Stack Mascara is $29. They do have an actual smaller travel size that is $16. It's got a little silver ball right there. This is not that is not this. This is something entirely different. So far the only place I can find that's selling it is a sketchy Walmart seller, which I don't know if you know, but like anybody can sell stuff on Walmart. It's like a marketplace kind of thing. So be cautious about that. But yeah, I can't find this for sale anywhere else, and that's probably because it's not for sale. It's not a retail item. You can't sell this in a retail store because it says straight on the back, not for sale. So I think that selling it would be illegal unless you put it in a box. I don't get it. I don't get it. Where are they getting this value from? Like what like mechanisms of their brain is like calculating like $133. Obviously, these items that are for free or not for sale are worth $133. And I'm assuming the only way they can do that is the same way that I find the numbers for you guys, by dividing up the actual retail items, the things that you can purchase with money that have actual value, and then dividing it down based on like fluid ounces to get the relative cost, not the actual cost, because there is no actual cost because they're not for sale. And I'm assuming that's what they have to be doing. They're getting close enough because you can't walk in to an Ulta and purchase this. You can't. That would be illegal because MAC said so. They said don't sell it. You're not allowed to sell it. So if Ulta was selling this for a particular price, that would be illegal. Is that everything for real? I'm gonna do some math for y'all real fast. I'm going $14 is the value. Like, let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. I was about to say I'll do the math of everything that isn't a sample, and then we'll compare like what the value would be if you include all the samples versus if you didn't. I'll do that math's real fast and easy. $14. $14, because that's the only thing that you can actually physically purchase with your money. That is the only thing that has an actual retail value. $14. So on the calendar here, when it says $133, I don't know, they're not talking about retail value. They're not talking about that because these things are not available to purchase at a retail establishment. So I don't know what exactly they're speaking of, but the retail value of this calendar is $14. I'll do the rest of the math, the fake math, and then I'll be right back. Hey guys, okay, it's actually been a little bit since we last spoke. I got so riled up about this epic calendar. I had to go, I was hungry, it got me worked up, I was burning calories from the anger, so I had to go get some peanut butter banana, get the potassium in, and then I had to go touch grass outside and pull some dandelions out of the yard. Now I'm back. So let's do a breakdown here of the pricing structure of this advent calendar. So I went ahead and I put all the all of the products, Freudian slip there, all the products into 4 separate groups to really differentiate between them. So the first group we have are what I would call the true samples, also what the packaging of them would call true samples, because these are the ones that say sample not for sale, flat out just not for sale, sample not for retail sale, or sample not for individual sale. So those are all, they have all samples in the name, or just like, hey, you can't sell it, printed directly on their packaging. The second group is the not for individual sale section. The third category we have is unmarked but not available to purchase in that size from a retailer. So these are items they didn't say if they were samples or not, so I didn't know, but you can't actually physically purchase them anywhere. And then the last category we have are the minis, or the mini, the one. I would have done like a full-size category, but that doesn't exist. So what we have here, the 4 different categories broken down price structure wise. We have the sample not for sale items coming in at a whopping $24.68, followed by the not for individual sale items coming in at $19.62. Then we have the unmarked but not available to purchase from a retailer items, $39.15. We had the Grande Lash in there, that kind of bumped up the value. And then the final category, the minis, we have at $14 because this is worth $14. Now just a quick reminder, they advertise smack dab right on the front of the box, that little sticker right there. It says this is a $133 value. However, doing the math here of all the little samples and items you can actually purchase, the total value that I got was $97.40. So we're missing a few dollars. We're missing a few dollars in there. If we go ahead and we just take away like the true, real, free samples in here, which I would like to argue that more of these are true, real, free samples, even the ones that just say not for individual sale, and perhaps some of the ones that just aren't labeled. But if we just take away the ones that actually have it stuck right there in the packaging, that brings us to a total value of $72.77. And then if we take it a step further, which I would like to, if you go ahead and take away the NFISs, or the not for individual sale items, you get $53.15, which is very close to the $45 that you pay for the advent calendar. And you might be getting potentially $50-ish in product. If you're asking like the retail value, perhaps that's why it doesn't say retail value on this, because almost none of it has a retail value. Value-wise, in like little imaginary corporate cloud land, They somehow have said the value is $133. I can't even like make that up. Like I can't even find $133 if I tried my hardest. I paid $45 for the advent calendar expecting $133 in value. That $133 doesn't even like exist in reality. Now I got a little like confused as I was going through this. I was like, how did anybody think that this is worth giving a good review to? Thinking back to the 4-star review advertised like on this page. That's also somewhere up in like corporate cloud imaginary brain land, because when you actually look at the reviews, there's like 1 or 2 5-star reviews. Don't know why. And the rest are very negative. So I don't know how they can say that they have multiple 5-star reviews. They don't. Some of the reviews say things like, not worth it. Agreed. Way too expensive for the items inside, especially for an advent calendar. Basically just samples you could get for free. Don't waste your time. Excellent observations. Disappointing. Sample size products for $45 is insane. You are correct. I would not buy again and encourage others not to purchase. Excellent. The bonus product is a free perfume sample. Very disappointing. I feel like $20 skincare and makeup calendars are much better. This is such a waste of money. This should have been $20 at the most and not $45. An astute thesis and summation of this advent calendar. I absolutely agree. $20 for this, I'd have been like, well, you know, it's 20 bucks. This is 14, and then we got some free samples sprinkled in. I would have been fine. 45? Terrible. It will not be a Merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas. This advent calendar is 0% worth your money. It's only sample size products and most of them are like 1 to 2 uses at most. You're way better off buying the 12 Days of Skincare or the 12 Days of Beauty for $20 each. This one sucks. Again, a very apt argument. A very apt argument indeed. So I would say this might not be my favorite advent calendar. I don't know if you guys could have guessed that. It might not be my favorite. It might not be up there. It might not be ranking amongst the ones that I would recommend. If they wanted to be real, like realistic with this advent calendar, they could have said this is a $20 advent calendar. It has like a $50 value. You know, that's a decent return on investment. And it seems accurate. It doesn't seem like a lie. It doesn't seem like a scam, whereas this seems like a straight out, flat out lie and a scam, to be honest. That's my review. Yeah, just let me know of your thoughts and opinions. I would love to know what you guys think about this advent calendar. Any thoughts down below would be lovely. That's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!